Dr. Dudes, happy Halloween. I have a great month, or I've had a great month, and I'm still ready for Christmas, because it's basically Christmas. I celebrate Christmas, like, as soon as it's November 1st. Anywho, I did enjoy the spooky time this month. First holiday in my new apartment with my new boyfriend, so that's fun. Yes, section, the ward. So I swear I've seen this before years ago, but who knows. This is a take on multiple personality disorder, and I think the twist is great and great pacing. Last Night at Terrence Lane's. I love horror comedy. It's my favorite type of horror to some extent, and I feel like there's a lot you can do with it. So this is about a cult that takes over a bowling alley, and it's got a creepy vibe, and they keep trying to kill everybody. With Splash. So this is what Night Swim thought it was and wished it was. To be honest, all of it was not what I expected. The Closet. This is the daughter, and it's straight wild. Like, it's actually genuinely creepy. We Summon the Darkness. I didn't expect the outcome of the story to be that they were a part of a church, and were trying to create more hysteria around cults for their own church, but that's what happened. Lisa Frankenstein. This is an amazing take on the classic Frankenstein story. Amazing casting, amazing aura. Love the coloring of the film. Taking place in the 80s made it 100% more stand out than if it would have been in modern times. Monster Season 2. The Lyle and Eric Menendez story. I've heard of this story, and I'm not really sure about a lot of this. Accuracies, inaccuracies, I don't really know. As you guys know, I do watch a lot of Investigation Discovery, and I do love true crime. However, I feel like this was way more dramatized than last season with Jeffrey Dahmer. I feel like this one, they dramatized it way more for shock value, as for the Jeffrey Dahmer felt way more accurate. But who knows? Casting was really good, though. Terminator Zero. I like how this took kind of place in a different storyline / timeline than the original, like, Terminator series, so it wasn't mixing, but I thought it was cool. Worst ex ever. I'm glad I've never had an ex. I'm pretty happy about that. Grave of the Fireflies. Dude, I thought this was gonna be a little sad, but I didn't think it was gonna be this sad. This movie's really sad. It tells the story of when we drop bombs on Japan, and knowing it's a true story is even sadder. In Invisible Victim, the Eliza, I don't know how to say that story, case. This is so sad. It's kind of like saying no body, no crime, but, like, it actually happened. Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. I like the new era of Ghostbusters a lot. I think the new cast is good, and the movies are pretty fun. Agatha All Along. I didn't want to give this show a chance, because Marvel shows and anything produced by them is usually kind of, like, half-assed. But I did it because WandaVision was a solid show, and this is like a spin-off / sequel kind of it. So I was like, okay. And it's pretty cute. Vibes are cute. Music's great. Lonesome Ghost. This is a little cartoon about ghosts pranking people. It's cute. Hold Your Breath. I love horror movies set in the past. There's something more creepy and eerie about them. Amazingly acted, by the way. Loved it. Gravity Falls. This is such a whimsical little show. I've been wanting to watch it for a while, and now I was like, perfect time to start a cute little series. So I've been wanting to watch it for a while, and nice little show. It's really creepy. Uzumaki, the classic horror manga, got an anime, which did a great job recreating the vibes of the manga. I'm not gonna lie, I think it's pretty eerie, and the art style is beautiful. Drugs, lies, and freak-offs. I know we all know about the current news with the baby oil and all, and Diddy and all that mess. I'm not gonna say too much about it, but this documentary is pretty telling, so go ahead and watch that if you want to. Witch's Truth Behind the Trials. This stuff is so wild to me. The stuff that people thought would make someone a witch is unreal, so crazy, honestly. Heartbreaking that people had to die over something so stupid. Mr. Crockett. Concept goes crazy. In this basically, there's a VHS tape with a children's show on it, hosted by someone who will literally steal the kids and put them in the TV. It's wild. Like, it's wild. You gotta watch it. The Angry Black Girl and Her Monster. Kinda another modern retelling of Frankenstein, or at least I think so, based on, like, kind of what was happening. That's what I took. It's great, and a great lesson of not messing around with nature. And don't play God. These things usually never work out. Only Murders in the Building season 4. This is such a wholesome, cute little show. It's, like, not stressful to watch. It's just real fun to watch. It's cute. It's sweet. I love it. The cast is so great. It's so well fun. It's so well casted. So fun. Romy. So this girl kills somebody and she goes to an AI-controlled house. It's actually haunted or something. It's wild. Festival of the Living Dead. There's a festival in town that celebrates the dead. Well, a virus breaks out, of course, and now there are zombies. Tubi always delivers on their horror movies. Killer body count. The plot goes wild. This girl's from a religious family, and her dad found out that she was gay. So he sent her to this camp to turn her straight. Because people think that's something that can be done, I guess. I don't know. Turns out there's a serial killer running around killing everybody. Then it turns out that it's actually the church doing it, and her dad is in on it, and they're actually a cult, and then her dad kills himself for no reason, and they're using them as sacrifices. The good goes wild. 1,000 Pound Sisters season 6. I adore this show so much. It's so fun. I love it. I love to see every season. It's just a fun watch, and I hope Tammy and Amy get to where they want to. Fear. I seen this movie a while back, but wanted to see it again to see if it still stood up as a really good stalker movie, and yes, it very much does. The Edge of Sleep. So when was Mr. Mark Blyer gonna tell us about the show he has? Okay, I know all about Iron Lung. I'm waiting for that project to come in there, but this, I had no idea about this. And I'm not as religiously watching the YouTubers I like as normal because I don't have a lot of extra time to do that. However, I do watch them enough to where I feel like I would have noticed had it been highlighted a lot more, and it wasn't. But story goes great. Really good. Great concept. Cool idea. Fun plot. Love the vibe. The coloring. Amazing. Really recommend. Psycho. Just an old classic horror movie that doesn't get old. Woman of the Hour. This is based on a true story. A girl goes on a dating show to match with a serial killer. And guys, Anna Kendrick. Anna Kendrick. That's all I'm going to say about that. Van Helsing. I used to watch this with my dad a lot, but I never actually watched it, if that makes sense. Like, I watched it, but I never was paying attention, or I never finished it. But I watched it, and Hugh Jackman. Oh my god, Hugh. Meh. Section. Dark Harvest. So the concept of this is really cool. So the kids of a town have to fight this monster every year for harvest, blah, blah, blah. But it lacked just a little bit. Let me in. This is a remake, and as someone who doesn't really like remakes, yeah, I'm not a fan of this. The original one, which I had already watched previously on this channel a while back, was done much better in my opinion. Borderless Fog, it's basically The Mist. It's like The Mist. The Dead Don't Lie. This is supposed to be a comedy horror about zombies/aliens. You can watch it if you want to figure out why. But I wasn't really into it. Bodies, bodies, bodies. So this movie was a misunderstanding. Basically, this guy kills himself, but they all assume that it was a murder, and the whole movie happened for no reason. Suitable Flesh. I believe the vibe was something about like a sexual demon, I guess. I don't know. It wasn't my vibe. Deer Camp 86. Have you ever wanted to know what happens when a deer camp gets its own supernatural protector, but the people that you should be rooting for are awful? Well, that's this movie. I rooted for the killer because the people in this movie suck. Girl Hunts Boy. This drug on really long, and the plot's cute and everything. I just felt like they could have done more with this topic, but it is just like a cute little rom-com, Netflixy movie, so I get it. Maxine. You know how bad I wanted to like this. I liked Pearl, but I didn't like X. And this one, I have a hate-love relationship. It's got the same vibe as We Summon the Darkness, but it's about a girl wanting to also be the most popular star in the world. The most popular star the world has ever seen, hinting that Pearl is possibly being reincarnated over and over and over again. I don't know, but I thought it was kind of cool, but I didn't like it till the very end. The nose section, I saw the TV glow. I wanted to like this movie so bad. The concept looked cool, and I was shocked at how little plot this movie had. Sting. Have you ever wanted a horror movie version of Charlotte's Web? Yeah, me either. So Carved, a comedy horror about a pumpkin coming to life and starting to kill everyone. But wow, yeah, it wasn't funny, and it wasn't like a funny bad. It was just not good. I don't know. I felt like it dragged on. They could have done more with this concept since it was a funny thing. It could have been like Attack of the Killer Donuts type of movie, which actually is a pretty good movie. That movie's pretty good. I don't know. I feel like they could have done something more like campy with it, but they were acting like it was serious. I don't know. That's the problem, maybe. So, have a safe Halloween, guys, and we'll continue next month or November.
Hadouken! Finish him!